Hi, I'm Dr. Nolte, and I'm here at the historic Army-Navy Club in Washington, D.C. for the Providence Conference on Christianity and National Security. With me is RSG student Abigail Zarzar. Abigail, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
And Abigail, are you an on-campus student or an online student at RSG?
I'm an online student at Regent.
That's good. And you're originally from what part of the country?
I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Great. So Abigail came up to DC for this conference, and but we're actually here to talk about something else that she did that was really incredible this summer. Can you tell the folks who are watching this about the internship that you just finished?
Yes. So about a month ago, I got back from an internship in Jerusalem. I was there for 3 months working with a Christian nonprofit that works in reconciliation and peace building between Israelis and Palestinians.
So what kind of things did you do as an intern for this Christian reconciliation organization?
That's a good question. So my two main interests are research and communications. And so that was I kind of spent half my time doing research and half my time working in communications. And so the research portion was a lot of kind of reading scholars' perspectives, mainly on the Quran, on the Bible, and on basically Jewish holy text, different ones, and kind of analyzing them and creating literature reviews and things like that on these different perspectives. And it kind of all around revolved around justice and the different religions' perspectives on justice. So that was really interesting. And all of that and how that pertains to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And the second thing was communication. So I did a lot of just like very practical writing blog articles, communicating with different people who related to Musalaha. Musalaha is the organization I worked for. And yeah, that's kind of a little bit of what I did.
Very good. So what made you decide to go halfway around the world and do this internship in Israel and the West Bank?
Good question. Yeah, so I think a lot of my research, especially in my undergrad, I did my final paper on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, but I kind of came into my master's really wanting like a practical experience, because it felt like I was reading all these articles from scholars who'd been there and had friendships with Israelis and Palestinians and had that kind of experience, and I was just reading their perspectives, and I didn't have like friendship or relationship, or I never even been to I had been there for like 2 weeks, but I hadn't like lived in that area, and so I think I just was really seeking practical experience there, and to kind of hear from Palestinians and Israelis and learn from people who were kind of doing the work that I'm interested in doing. So I really feel like I got to dip my toes in the water of the field of conflict resolution and peace building in a really practical way.
So how would you say this internship and your time at RSG as a whole have equipped you for your career and for your plans moving forward?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different ways I can answer that, but I think one of the main ones is just the biblical and Christian perspective on government. I think I left undergrad just really desiring that because I went to an amazing university. I went to NC State, but they didn't really cover like biblical perspective on government. So I kind of left school kind of having a lot of questions about like, what does it mean to be a Christian in the world of international relations or international studies, cultural studies? And I really feel like being at Regent has kind of given me the opportunity to just explore these ideas and to seek people who have already written books on this and done a lot of research and sought God about this, but also to like ask God myself. And I feel like it's such a privilege to attend a university where I can express these ideas in my papers and have professors like affirm that. That's such a privilege. So I think that's one thing that I've really been empowered to do at Regent University, but also kind of like I was talking about before, just having that practical experience in the Middle East has really given me ideas of where I'm going to go next, and like basically the practical skills that I need to improve upon to go back and be effective in bringing change.
So what do you envision yourself doing with this internship experience and with your degree at RSG as you move forward?
Yeah, I think I want to stay in the United States for a little bit and kind of like learn Arabic and gain greater experience writing and doing kind of communications things, just practically working. And then hopefully that will lead to going back to the Middle East and working there. And honestly, I'm not sure exactly what that will look like, but I feel like a lot of times you just have to take one step at a time and listen to God and people around you who have wisdom and just learn step by step. So, yeah.
Abigail, thanks so much for your time. And for RSG and from the Historic Army Navy Club, this is Dr. Nolte signing off.